I was born in Alicante, which is a very summery city in Spain, in the southeast of Spain. And it's a little bit like The Hague, you know. It has the beach, it has good food and good beaches, very summer feeling. And that's all I had when I grew up. School and my dance school after school, and then going to the camping in the weekends with my parents. Or the first time that I asked them I wanted to go to a dance school, they offered me a school in the neighborhood that I went there and all the girls were dressed the same, walking around behind each other and really formal. And I was like, that's boring. Then they brought me to another school, much lower profile. But it was an older man, he used to dance. And he was doing flamenco, escuela bolera, other kinds of dance, a little bit of ballet, but really low. And he was going to restaurants in the beach or to schools, and he would make shows. So I was like, yeah, I want to stay here, I want to stay here. And 3 months later, I was in a performance with a costume dancing in front of an audience. I was a performer right away. The year after, when I was 11, they told me to go to the conservatory. And when I was 16, then I moved to Madrid, and then is when there was this university for choreography. Yeah, I was alone, 16 years old in Madrid. But it was nice. Right away, we went on tour with a young company to Santo Domingo, and we were performing in the school, so it was also very exciting for me. Yeah, as a choreographer, what really interests me is the dancer. It's the emotion behind it, is what I don't know from them and what I don't know from myself. You know, like I'm trying to discover something about my psychology and my emotions, and from there understand a little bit more the psychology of people and the emotions of people. You know, how do we function inside? That really triggers me. I mean, I also feel like I want to go back to the purity of dance, you know, like to really the body and, you know, what the movement can express on itself. Yeah, I believe that if you don't put any distraction, if you really just have the body and the dancer, then the audience, that's the only thing they have to focus on. You know, then you really draw them to another point, you know. But then what they do, it has to be interesting, of course, you know. But yeah, I think it's more pure, I don't know. Thank you. The piece is called Hide and Seek, which is a children game, right? And so for me, the idea of seeing life as a game, you know, is something you have to play and throw yourself to, you know, and play your cards and be playful about it, you know, try your best and follow your instincts. And so in a way, it's a kind of message, you know, to be playful about what, you know, ourselves and our lives, but also the idea of hiding, the opposition of hiding and seeking, you know, and sometimes it has to do with that kind of honesty I'm exploring in the work and trying to really express an emotion or being really exposing yourself to the others, you know, not being afraid. So the piece works a lot with that idea, you know. When we look at each other in the eyes, you can really tell if I'm hiding or not, if I'm really looking or if I'm just putting my eyes in a position, you know. So I think it's a lot about that. It's about how much are we hiding or how much are we actually being present and communicating honestly. So I think it's important to search in that when people look at the piece, you know. But it's also very interesting, the dancers I'm working with, because I have 3 dancers from Spain that they are really young. They are 20 and 21 years old. But I know them since they are 15, because I teach every Christmas in Spain in a Christmas course. And I've been coming like already 7 years. So I met these dancers, and some of them, they come from theater school, from hip hop, or from independent schools. but they really want to learn. They want to learn. So I've been working with them since 7 years already, but once a year. And every time I leave a little piece there for them in a young company they have, so they do a little bit of my work, but I always explore my movement with them. And when I came last year, I made a little piece there, and these kids that I know from a long time, slowly they've been growing up, and now I feel like they're like my kids. They have my essence, even if they don't have the professional skills of being in a company or anything like that. And besides that, there are also Christopher Tandis, another dancer I worked with before, and Heather Meyer. She comes from NDT, also a very special dancer. So they are not alone. They have two mature dancers that they are supported with. But it was very special to bring them from Spain and bring them to this journey after all these years that we know each other. Like, dance is from people to people. The dancers are people, the audience is people. And when you make a production, Natalie, the production woman, she's a person that is involved making it happen, as important as the dramaturg that comes and helps once a week, or the costume designer, or the composers, so for me I think it's very important to also recognize that the choreographer always seems like the genius here, and I couldn't have done anything without these people.